Welcome to A Week on the Farm with me, Papa Larry. We had a busy and rich full week of activities, so let's do it, shall we? First project we got done was we got the gutter fixed. And the next project I wanted to do was I wanted to make some better use of the corner of that garage. You can see where all the shovels and rakes are just piled in the corner, so I thought I would start cleaning it up by putting up my French cleat system. The door's not real wide. It's enough I can see I got my rake on it, and I get another one there beside it, probably the shovel. But it's a start. I can get some more on the other doors as well, and I get one in between them as well. So I got that done. Now the next project I worked on was we had to get a new barn door latch. That latch was old and didn't function real well. So I had to do a little repair on the wood, and then I had to paint the wood. But that went fairly well. That was on a rainy day too. I got that done. So then we went out and got a new barn door latch and installed that. It went fairly smoothly. And I got me a new barn door latch. My dogs got to meet the neighbor's cat this week and had a little fun with it. But no harm, no foul. They didn't catch him. And then we had Tracy here doing some screen repair. We had three screens that needed repaired, and she graciously helped out to do that job. And then it was on to the Cochranton Community Fair. This was in the middle of the week we went down there. We drove down early to scope it out and see what it was all about, see what was the things that were going on. We had heard that the people lined the streets with their chairs to reserve their spots for the parade that was going to happen that night. So we thought we would take a drive down into Cochranton and see. It's pretty nice. Cochranton's a charming little community. You can see this is one of the main roads in. It crosses the French Creek there. Beautiful creek. They have a little park there right beside it. And then we're coming into the downtown area. There's only one light in Cochranton, and we're approaching it. And yes, you can see that people have their chairs lined up along the street there, reserving their spot for tonight's parade. Community like this, I imagine it's probably the event of the year in this community. So anyways, that was in earlier in the morning. We went down there and checked it out. Now it's time to go to the fair. So we did the usual thing. We walked around and saw the sights and went and visited all the animals, and saw some cute animals and some ugly animals. And then we had the usual fair lunch. Tracy had a Philly cheesesteak. We had steak or fries smothered in vinegar, ketchup, and salt, and I had the Italian sausage. After lunch, Tracy did the dime toss. On her second throw, she won a glass. Excellent. Good shot, Tracy. And then she tossed a few more. And then right at the end, she won a second one. So she won 2 glasses and told the guys that they could just keep them. She didn't want them. How awesome. So then it was off to head up to the parade. We passed through, it took about 2 blocks to get from the fairgrounds to the parade route. And then we scoped out our spot, and the parade started. It was a nice little parade. Your usual fair, you know, you got your veterans and your uh, whatnot like that. Then you got your marching bands. It was fun. I hadn't been to a fair in like forever, so it was kind of fun for me. Did see some nice vehicles, the fire trucks that came through. Some of them were awesome looking machines. I mean, to tell you, they spare no expense when it comes to their fire equipment. They had some top shelf stuff. Looking good. Well, your standard parade fair. Oh, and then we had some nice, beautiful old restored tractors. This one was the most impressive, the John Deere here. This one was my favorite. It was the biggest one too, I think. Gold International. And even some old-timey lawnmowers. I remember those Cub Cadets. That thing's old, man. That was pretty good. I remember those too. They made it look like a tractor with the skinny front wheels. And there's a Farmall. That one has a special place in my heart. My dad owned a tractor just like that at one time. Okay, we got your clown and your others. Typical standard parade stuff. We enjoyed the time. Oh, there's your Civil War contingent. And then Shriners, a bunch of old men getting to ride around on a bunch of cool little vehicles. But then, as all things do, all good things must come to an end. And then it's back to the farm. So I get back to the farm on a nice rainy day, and I went down and bought a drain pipe for the gutter on the barn. And what you know, by the time I get home and get ready to put it up, it starts raining. So I'm doing this in the rain. And I'm fumbling with that drain hose. I'm fumbling around. Look at it, it's raining. Ah, it's like a python. It's going to get me. Now then, I finally found the secret. I finally figured out the secret that you got to unroll it. Well, I had never messed with the drain pipe before, and that was the first time. And I learned. But I got that job done, and now that water is draining far, far away from the barn. So that was a good thing. Then I had to repair one of the wagons. It had 2 flat tires, and they just didn't want to hold air, so I figured it was time to replace them. So I got that job done. I got 2 new tires for that cart. And it's back in action and working fine. And it actually looks pretty good too. And then finally we get to the highlight of the week, which was we set up our night vision camera. Tracy set the camera up and we went out and bought a deer block. It's a supplement. It's supposed to attract deer. It's just a block of corn and stuff that's, mushed together. So we got hooked up the night vision camera, and let's check out the results. This one was pretty good. The deer, he sniffed around, but he didn't eat it yet. And it's still almost daylight there. He sniffed around, he's sniffing it, and maybe later. What is that? That was fun. Alright, now we're into the true night vision here. We got 4 raccoons. Wow, that's amazing. Very cool. You can see the raccoon on the other side of the block here. Watch this. Ooh, they both jumped. I don't know who was more scared, the deer or the raccoon. But they both came back to the block. Well, guys, that's my show for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I'm going to hopefully get some good night vision videos every week for you here. This is just the start. I can hardly wait to see what's to come. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Give me a thumbs up and a like if you enjoyed it. See you next time.